Hi, Original Soul. Welcome in. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you for being here and sharing your energy with this Virgo season reading. If it's your birthday season, happy birthday. And if you have any Virgo placements in your chart, maybe let me know. I'm a Virgo rising, and my North Node is in Virgo, so we'll see what the season has to bring. This is take 3 at this reading. Actually switched decks. The other deck I was using was just being really stubborn. A lot of the shuffles were stubborn and kind of butting heads with the cards, and everything was just kind of fumbling. They were just being really difficult to work with. So I thought, okay, this is not the right deck for this reading, so we'll give the wizard deck a try. Let's get this Celtic cross out and see what is going on. So let's see what's at the heart of this reading. All right, 4 of Wands. Get a few more out and then we'll run through these cards coming into the reading. What at the top of your mind? The roots. And a lot of these are flipping upside down, so I don't know what they are yet either. All right, and then going into the future. Wow, okay. That is interesting. So the only card that flipped out face up is at the heart of the reading, 4 of Wands. All right, so this could be about reflection. You can see this wizard is looking in the mirror. He looks masculine. The reflection is feminine. She sort of looks like she's pointing. So I don't know if there's any sort of blaming going on, whether you blame yourself for something or this could be an interaction with somebody else, but possibly doing some reflection. Maybe you see something different in the mirror than what you portray. This could also be up-leveling your energy, taking action to find a little bit more balance with your masculine and feminine. There's also a lot of papers sort of strewn about here in the background. So I don't know if you've been researching something or looking into something, or maybe have something to do with paperwork or just some sort of scattered energy going on. All right, so we'll keep going here and see if we need to clarify anything. All right, Knight of Wands is what's either helping you or crossing you here. All right, look at that knight charging forward, kind of full speed ahead, all ablaze. So this is you, right? Maybe it's helping you to move forward and take action and be a little bit more fiery, or is that something that's actually hurting your situation? In both of these cards, both of the female energies look really strong. But something about taking charge here. All right, if this is another person, maybe you've got, a fiery person in, or somebody who might even be blunt or, possibly a little bit immature or brash. All right, let's see what's coming in to this reading. What type of energy? Knight of Pentacles. We've got 2 knights here. Knight of Pentacles is much slower moving in this image. The horse is not going anywhere, right? They're just standing there in front of a tree. So maybe you have either been waiting on someone or something else. Maybe you've been waiting for some sort of offer, or you finally had something show up in your recent past. This is also about grounding, stability, taking steps, taking action, but in a more methodical way, which is kind of what some Virgo energy can be about as well. So yeah, some sort of offer or opportunity in maybe the recent past or coming up here real quick for you. And again, this could have you reflecting on some things, maybe seeing something from a different perspective. This could be something, like I said, that sort of up levels or some sort of ascension. And this could have you charging forward in a new direction, or it could even be possibly like pissing someone off a little bit. All right, we'll see here at the bottom of the reading, Ace of Pentacles, but it flipped out upside down. So at the root, there could be something that you're holding back. Look how that hand is sort of keeping the pentacle down. Maybe it has something to do with whatever this offer or potential opportunity, whether this is something with your money, your home, your energy, something in your physical world. But maybe at the root of everything, something is kind of keeping that at bay, or there might be an unwillingness to possibly go after what this is. Right? Maybe this offer has you spinning a little bit, and feeling fired up for some reason. Right? But there's definitely a little bit of holding back, whether you're holding back, again, with your money, your energy, your resources. All right, let's see what we get here at the top of the reading. Also came out in reverse, the World card. All right, so the World card can be about, completing cycles. It's the last major in the tarot and kind of stepping out new and fresh. The fact that this is in reverse, along with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like there might be this unwillingness to finish something, or this unwillingness to put something to rest or to complete something. Maybe you're not sure if you want to move in a new direction, which is possibly, why both of these here are upside down. Also, gnomes could be maybe a sign or a synchronicity for you. If you see any gnomes, leave me a like or a comment. Let me know about it. But yeah, that could be a sign or a synchronicity. But yeah, it seems like there's something that is just holding you back from either closing out some sort of cycle or chapter or pattern, whether this is with your career or a relationship, or again, just a mindset. Again, maybe there is some blame or shame going on. Maybe even a little bit of kind of heated feeling with whatever this situation might be. Like I said, I know during the shuffle, and this was the third take, there was a lot of like stubborn feeling or even challenge and frustration. So I don't know if that's anything that's going on for you that might come up in this season. All right, but then moving towards the future here, the Hierophant, another major arcana. Number 5 is all about change. All right, so this could be something to do with teaching, lecturing. Maybe you are, a teacher, professor, or some sort of leader in some way. Something with blessings coming in. Maybe you do have a new job opportunity and you're afraid to move forward with that. There's a lot of equations and things as well on the board. I know I mentioned maybe there's been some studying or some paperwork or some different things that seemed a little bit scattered, kind of hiding behind that wizard there. So maybe there is something that you've been studying or working on or pulling together, whether that's, writing some sort of book, or, maybe you're going to be, hosting some sort of workshop, or just something where you're sharing your knowledge and insight with others. Also picking up on the pink lotus here, so that might be a sign or a synchronicity for you as well on his hat. This could even be something in a more sort of traditional environment or traditional role. And we do have school starting soon, right? That's part of Virgo season. So again, if you're a teacher, maybe you're getting back in the classroom, or again, you might be taking on a new class or a new topic or some sort of new venture there. Okay, so let's move on to Give this a shuffle here. Kind of go up the path now. Get a glimpse of your energy, the energy around you and in your environment, what your hopes and fears might be with this, and then the outcomes. So let's see what comes out here. I'm kind of flipping over, so I can't see them yet. I like that. That's kind of exciting. I'm going to be just as surprised as you. All right. All right, so that was your internal environment. Let's get external environment. Hopes and fears. Oh, we got two. I just saw the tower, so something might be shaken up. And the outcome. Wow, we got a few on the outcome. I'm gonna put those up there. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords. So this can be about truth. Again, this could be some sort of new opportunity. I'm just seeing little fireflies all over this card. I love it when I see those outside. They're just so cool. But some sort of truth may be coming out. This could be something shared with you or that you need to share. This also could be the beginning of some sort of opportunity for you to lead and you to take charge, which takes, you know, your time, your attention, your mindset, your energy, your effort. But there is an opportunity for that to be something successful. So again, maybe with the Hierophant here and this Ace of Swords, you are becoming a leader in some sort of way or sharing some sort of skill or knowledge. All right, let's see here with your internal environment. Ooh, Page of Swords. He looks a little bit on the defense, doesn't he? Kind of ready to fight, ready to stand his ground. So again, with that, you know, possibly combative energy or fiery energy, whether, you know, this could be from other people around you. You know, maybe you're not taking any shit. You're ready to stand your ground. Even with these offers coming in, or maybe being unwilling to close out a cycle, or even pushing away or pushing down this new opportunity, you know, there might be some fear involved in that. You know, for some reason you're blocking or just feeling really defensive around a situation. But pages are also kind of ready to go. They don't maybe always think everything through. That's definitely a more youthful energy. So maybe taking a little bit of time, if you feel like that might be you or describing you, maybe getting into a little bit more of that reflection mode, maybe seeing something a little bit differently. Right? If you're feeling really hot-headed, it might be a good idea to even kind of calm or cool that down a little bit, just so you can think clearly, right? So you're not acting just totally out of sort of some intense or, you know, just in the moment emotion that may not exactly be the way that you want to move forward. And also sometimes though, that's when truth actually comes out and you actually say what you mean, even though you might have been holding that down and holding that in. Right? So this may help you kind of get through maybe that unwillingness to move out of a cycle, or keeping something at bay that maybe you really actually want. All right, the energy around you, the Fool. So this is about new beginnings, new opportunities. So there is some sort of something new available to you in your environment, in your atmosphere. Right? She looks a little bit apprehensive, sort of looking over this cliff. She's sort of sitting there thinking about it. There's a white rose and a red feather. So knowing that your ancestors are supporting you, Spirit is supporting you. Yeah, some sort of new opportunity, new path, whatever this might be for you. So that is surrounding you right now and available. Again, that can be scary to do new things and move forward. So let's see what's under hopes and fears. The Magician and the Page of Cups. So we got 2 knights, 2 pages out here, and quite a few majors, actually. All right, so let's get a good look at these. You know, and in this little satchel here, in that little bag, right, she's got all the tools of the Magician. So you've got this new, whatever this is, this new thing in your environment. And the Magician is ready to go. You've got all the tools at your disposal, right? You've done all that work, all that studying, all your life experience, right? Even if some of it has been a little bit scattered. But those are all tools for you to move forward. Bringing in something that you've manifested, just going down this new amazing path. Right? And that might be something a little bit more fun. It could even be something a little more social, or something possibly unique. Right? She's sort of trying to capture this fish in this cup. And again, with that sort of youthful vibrancy moving forward, right? So that may be your hope, right? That this new beginning is something that's going to be exciting and be authentic and new, fill you up, you know, may put you out there a little bit more. And, you know, this is something that you've manifested coming to fruition. At the same time, on the fear side, right? Maybe you're a little bit afraid to step forward to that, right? Maybe you're afraid it's a little bit out there, or it's not going to happen, or maybe you don't have all the tools that you need, but you do. You really do, especially with the Hierophant out here, right? You are a leader, whether that's for others or just in your own life, but you definitely have the capabilities to take on whatever this Fool energy is that's showing up for you. Yeah, maybe being afraid that you won't kind of succeed, or it'll keep you at, you know, maybe some sort of lower or smaller level in a way. But again, with the Four of Wands at the heart of the reading, I mean, that is kind of leveling up. Even if it's something different and new and out of your comfort zone. That's coming through as well. So it can be scary to get out of your comfort zone. But usually once you do that, coming out the other side of that, it is usually pretty amazing once you can push yourself a little bit. So that's where you could even tap into a little bit of that Knight of Wands energy. If that's an energy that's hard for you to get into, to kind of bust through, you know, whatever those limitations are that you feel that you have, to push out of your comfort zone and go for whatever this new thing is. All right, let's see here. In the outcome, oh, another Knight and 2 4s. So you may see 444 as a sign, a symbol, whether that's a time on the clock, license plates, you know, on a billboard. You just hear that mentioned, whatever it may be. All right, we've got 4 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and 4 of Cups. All right, let's get a good look at these here for the outcome. All right, so with the 4 of Swords, you could be putting something to rest or to bed. Like I said, whatever this possible unwillingness was, or there's a cycle that is still playing out, whether it's just in your mind or in your physical reality, right? But it's time to put that in the past. It's time to put it to bed, put it to rest. This could also bring you a little bit more peace, whatever this might be, once you take this new opportunity and sort of push yourself out of your comfort zone. It could also be a little bit tiring and exhausting. Sometimes we wear ourselves out with overthinking and different things like that. And with the Knight of Swords here, right, that could definitely be a possibility. But again, with this Knight, this is taking charge, right? Taking this Ace of Swords, whatever this opportunity is, and sort of going for it, going forward, charging forward. And then 4 of Cups here. he looks a little bit bored or upset. And this is moving away and out of that. The Knight of Swords is, right, looking away from him, moving towards whatever this more peaceful, more restful thing might be. The Knight of Swords is taking charge, right, to put that cycle to rest and to get out of whatever this stuck and stagnant energy might be. But again, we've got a lot of these books. There's even some cobwebs on there. All right, so maybe where you've been has you just feeling stuck in a rut, feeling bored, right? Nothing's really lighting you up in that way. But you can see this super shiny gold cup on the shelf behind him there. Right, it's that same shiny cup that's in this page of cups. Right, so that could be your soul calling, your inner voice calling, your authenticity wants to come out. But yeah, the Knight of Swords is moving away from that and moving towards something that, again, just allows you to feel a little bit more at peace or maybe a little bit more like yourself. Okay. This is a really interesting reading for Virgo season here. So I don't know if this is resonating for you or you have any kind of situation that might fit with what this is. But definitely opportunity for something different, something to get you out of, being stuck, maybe even being sad, getting you out of maybe an unwillingness to change. A lot of powerful energy here. All right, before we close it out, let's get a card out of this angel guide oracle. And just really tune in to yourself. Like I said at the beginning, doing some reflection, really taking a hard look at what it is you actually want. One more shuffle. So you have gnomes, fireflies, pink lotus, 444. Those are the signs that are standing out to me the most here. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what we got here. Expect miracles at the bottom of that deck. We got 2 that fell on the floor. Yeah, but okay, cut the cords and healing energy. So I feel like that goes right along with, right, whatever this pushing down new opportunities, this staying stuck in whatever your cycles might be. Right, it's time to cut the cords. Maybe you do some sort of cord cutting meditation. You can find some of those on YouTube, or you can just think about whatever this might be, whether it's a person, a place, a thing that you don't want to be tethered to anymore energetically. And you can imagine yourself cutting that. You could imagine it like a plant with roots. I've been meaning to record a meditation kind of around this, so I should put that higher on my priority list here. But you could imagine sort of pulling out all those roots, getting the whole uprooted, uprooted, or you could literally picture, right, cutting a cord, cutting a rope, untethering, unhooking, whatever that might be. And just know that that's going to be really healing for you. Like I said, right, something that's going to bring you more peace and more rest instead of whatever the stubbornness or possibly anger. All right, let's see what fell on the floor here. Ooh, I like these. All right, so once you're able to do that, right, cut those cords. And those could even be cords to limiting mindsets, to stories that you've repeatedly been telling yourself that have been keeping you down or pushing things away. Right? It's time to get out of that sort of behavior, that sort of thinking, and really shift into something more stable and more authentic to you. All right, the 2 that fell on the floor, we've got harmony and resolution. and joy and contentment. So what beautiful soft energy right there coming in for you. And that really feels tied to whatever this possibly leadership opportunity will be, or whatever this just new fresh start is. And again, might be out of your comfort zone, but once you're able to do that and sort of move forward, right, that has you just feeling free. I'm just noticing her arms kind of up, her eyes are closed, like I said, tapping into your internal environment, what you really want, what you really need, and then finding that joy and contentment, being more at peace in your physical environment, in your internal environment. Okay, thank you, Angel Guide Oracle deck. All right, so that is what we've got here for this Virgo season reading. I really hope that there was something here for you in this message. And I hope you find some sort of exciting new opportunity or new beginning. I'd love to hear about it. So feel free to leave me a comment and share. But yeah, that's what we've got here for Virgo season. Until next time, peace.